The other day, I had a little argument with my brother because I asked him who was the worst friend in regular show, Mordecai or Rigby. I thought with a fucking good IQ, he would choose Rigby was the worst friend. This nigga said Mordecai. I said, why is Mordecai the worst friend? He said, well, he literally killed Rigby. You fucking idiot. All right, so I had to break down to him the reason that he killed Rigby, and he literally brought him right back, by the way. He killed Rigby because Rigby literally, like, he saw that Mordecai was fiending over this girl, Margaret, who is, by the way, a bitch. And I can't lie, Mordecai's a bitch ass nigga for wanting to settle with Margaret. But Rigby knew that Mordecai wanted to really get with Margaret, and instead of like trying to help him out, he literally was trying to like take his bitch in front of his eyes, and then was taunting him, you know, at that whole day he was doing that. I think that went on for like 2 days straight. So Mordecai being fed up because, you know, regular show is anything but regular. Now they're flying through like space and time, and Mordecai says, "I'll kill you," because Rigby is literally just trolling him still. So he pushes him, and Rigby falls off and he dies on accident. And then immediately Mordecai's like, oh shit, my bad, I did not mean to do that. And then he talked with the father of time and brought him back to life. Rigby, and I told my brother about this, and he was like, whatever you says, it doesn't matter because Rigby never killed Mordecai. Let me fucking tell you why Rigby is such a shitty friend. And I was thinking about this at work too, which, by the way, I have a full-time job now while also working part-time. So I do Monday through Fridays, FedEx. Yeah, I'm a delivery driver. And then Saturdays and Sundays, I work part-time at a smoothie bar. And then I also work on fucking YouTube damn near every single day. So a nigga constantly working. Look, man, I might have gray hairs by the age of fucking 30, but your boy is striving. I'm stressed out. Send me your best wishes, please. Your boy is trying to keep going, and you should too. God damn it, do not give up, because if you don't give up, you'll never, ever, ever get to stroke your dick with the world's best lubricant. You'll never get to experience that if you fucking quit. So don't quit, god damn it. And you also could find the love of your life and have like a beautiful family and a lot of money. So yeah, don't fail. Anyways, so why do I think Rigby is the worst friend in regular show? Simple. So for one, Mordecai was, for the people that don't know, Mordecai was really into his studies at first, right? When he was in school and when he was in college, he would always want to, you know, go for the top grades and really do all this shit. Oh, was it college or high school? It was one of those where he wanted to like do something with a degree. Rigby purposefully found a way to like fail Mordecai so he could be a bum with Rigby. Rigby dropped out. There's a whole episode about Rigby not having a high school diploma. And he was the only one at the park that couldn't get like these sandwiches for only people that had diplomas. And Rigby turned that into a whole fucking thing, by the way. So again, Rigby stops Mordecai from pretty much doing his dream job just so he can work at the park with them. Nigga, that is some hating ass nigga shit. Imagine, like, this is your best friend. You don't want your best friend to go up in life. That is some bullshit. You realize if you and your boy are really tight like that, if your friend goes up, you're going to go up. Pause. I'm not talking about dicks here. I'm talking about, like, you know, your future getting better. So yeah, if your friend is doing something great, most likely your friend is going to want to bring you up too, unless you keep bumming out, which Rigby fucking does. Okay. Then on top of that, there was an episode where Rigby was kind of wanted to like kill everybody. So for everybody that watched the show, y'all know about the Punchies episode where Mordecai and Rigby, they would play these games. It's called Punchies. And it's pretty much like it's an unfair game if you're going against a different body type. It's like, hey, we can't agree on something, so I'm gonna punch you, and then you're gonna punch me, and whoever gets hurt first loses, right? And we have to do what the winner says. And of course, Rigby is like 2'3", you know what I'm saying, short as shit, and Mordecai's like 5'10", and he has a little bit more muscle than Rigby. So Rigby always loses. He gets one tapped, and they literally, like, he gets his ass fucked up so bad to where he gets called the one cheek wonder, which that might be another thing. I may make a main video on my channel saying the regular show universe cannot be real. Oh my God, I might have to do that. That would be fun. Anyways, so yeah, Rigby, he goes to this, what is it? Taekwondo? It's not Taekwondo. Death Kwando. He goes to a damn training dojo called Death Kwando, where they literally teach you one punch death techniques. You will die if you get hit by these. You know what I'm saying? If someone really wants it, you know what I'm saying? If someone really wants you dead, you're packed up. Rigby learned a whole death punch technique just so he could beat his best friend. And then when he went back to the park that same day, he beat everybody's ass. He beat Pops' ass. He beat Muscle Man's ass. He beat Skip's ass. He made everybody fucking like be slaves to him just so he could try and beat Mordecai. And if Mordecai didn't have the death block, because he learned what Rigby learned, if Mordecai didn't have the death block, Mordecai would have died. And there would have been no way to bring him back, because if you go back in the episode, Rigby punched him so hard that a fucking nuke went off. Like a whole explosion went up and was blowing everybody away, and even lava came out the ground. He would have died. And again, Rigby would have got both of them killed if Mordecai didn't learn like the death fly or death jump or whatever the fuck it was called to get out of there. He did all that just to cause havoc. And then Mans couldn't even show respect to his own brother. He hated his own brother because his brother was a really likable guy. His brother, what's his name? Ron? Dan? I don't know. The nigga that always wants some sugar. And he's the complete opposite of Rigby. Rigby is short, squirmish, annoying. And his brother, Don, I think his brother is Don. Brother's tall as hell. Hella nice, hella cool, got money, got a good job. And yeah, like he's just very social. He's the complete opposite of Rigby. Rigby being the hating ass nigga of a brother that he is. And mind you, Rigby is the big brother. He's hating on his little brother for being successful. That's some bullshit. And I can understand if Don, the brother, was like, you a bitch ass nigga, you can't keep up with me. And Don was living his best life. Don was literally like, he was always trying to be his brother. He was trying to be Rigby. He was trying to be as cool as Rigby. He told him multiple times, I thought you were the coolest guy ever. And Rigby just kind of fucking ignores him. He hates him. I think Rigby locked him in a basement one time. That's some bullshit. So the park has like this error. You feel me? The error is about to take over the park. And the park is about to pretty much get wiped off the face of the map by a whole error code. Again, this show does not make sense at all. Like, if regular show was an 18 plus show, they would turn an episode where they're like Mordecai and Rigby are smoking a blunt with Snoop Dogg, and all of a sudden Snoop Dogg turns into a fucking werewolf, and they have to beat Snoop Dogg's ass by like out smoking him or some shit. I don't know. That sounds like a fucking regular show plot. I'm telling you, this show is anything but regular, and that's why I love it. But yeah, so there's this error code, and nobody knows how to stop it except for Rigby's brother. And Mordecai, Benton, and everybody was telling them like, yo, dude, get your brother so we can stop this, audit. And Rigby was like, no. So Rigby tries to fix it himself, and it ends up making it so much worse. He makes it so much worse, dude. The park doesn't even just like disappear. It gets turned into a error code itself. So if you walk into it, like everything was getting like torn to a different dimension type shit. And it took like damn near the end of the episode for Rigby to finally, get off his egotistical dick and jump on his brother's awesome fallacious dick and ask him for help. And, his brother finally solved that out. So that was cool. I think what was another one? Another time. No, it wasn't Rigby. Hold on. Let me think real quick. I gotta pause. I gotta think of a moment. Give me 1 second. Oh my God, I can't believe I almost forgot to fucking mention. There was an episode where they went bowling, right? And Rigby was like talking shit to I forgot, I think it was Death. Was it Death? Or some evil people in a bowling match. And mind you, everybody else was there too. Everybody else was there. And they were just cooling. They wanted to bowl and, do their own thing. Rigby talked so much shit, he put the entire park into a death game of bowling. And if they lose a game of bowling, they all fucking die. Rigby bet the souls of everybody in the park. Everybody. Benson, Mordecai, High Five, Skips, Muscle Man. Everybody. He bet their souls on this game for a bowling ball, just to win a bowling ball. Now, granted, they won, thank God. But at the same time, that all could have been so prevented, because it's not like he asked him, like, guys, hey, can we be on the same page? Can we please get this bowling ball together? It looks awesome. He didn't tell him about it. He was like, yeah, I'm going to bet you guys' lives on this. Like, he kind of pulled a Goku. Well, I can't even say he pulled a Goku to the Universal Survival Saga, because the universe was going to get wiped out even more. But Goku, low-key helped by saying, hey, let's not wipe them out. Let's have a tournament. And then, of course, with this plan of Universe 7 winning, he was going to wish back all the fucking universes. So, but still, man, like, Rigby, he just hates. I'm not going to say he hates everybody, but he hates his, life so much. I've never seen anybody want to do so much stupid shit for a lot of, dumb reasons. So, there was an episode, too. I think it's literally, the first 2 or 3 episodes or something in regular show, where they have this piano, right? It's Mordecai and Rigby. Mordecai and bitch nigga have this piano where they can literally do anything with it. Like the items in regular show are so busted, and it's crazy. They got the piano not by slaying a demigod or nothing, or not by fighting Zeus. Some wizard just gave it to him for $10. Like, hey, bro, you want this? Oh, no, I lied. That was a different episode. I'm talking about something else. Some wizard was asleep on the fucking bench, and Rigby just ran up and took it. You would think an item like that would be secured in Area 51 underneath Impel Down or some shit. Nah, it was just out there on the bench. So with that piano, Rigby is singing a song with Skips, or singing a song with Mordecai to Skips, and Mordecai is like, ba 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 ba, yes, Skips, go to your room. And Rigby, I'm fucking up the story. Mordecai tells Skips to go to your room. He sings it. And then Rigby is supposed to follow up with the same thing, but instead of saying room, he says go to the moon. And while he did that, right, he knows that Skips is on the moon. It's just Skips, right? It's just Skips. And when he finds out, my brother's calling me. I gotta hold on, because it's gonna be a long conversation. So when he finds out that Skips is on the moon, everybody, of course, is like, okay, let's go get him. You know what I'm saying? We have to go get Skips because we got to rescue our brother. And but everybody else is inside. They're having a bathroom break or some shit, and they're getting supplies. Rigby is out on the golf cart. This nigga starts sending everything to the moon and proceeds to send a literal monster to the room, or the moon. He sends a monster to the moon, and if they didn't show up to the moon, shortly after, Skips would have died. I don't understand. The mind of Rigby has to be studied, especially in the earlier seasons. Niggas can't tell me that Mordecai was a worse friend. I'm sorry. That is just factually incorrect. He accidentally killed Rigby. Rigby purposefully did everything that I just said. Everything that I just said, right? So if I bump into you, right? Let's say you're walking or some shit. I'm on my phone. I'm not paying attention. I bump into you, and my forearm grazes your butthole or something. And I'm like, oh, sorry. I did not mean to do that. Sorry, I was not looking where I'm going, right? You're not going to look at me. Well, I hope not. You don't look at me as some weird nigga, right? And when I say butthole, not the actual hole, but your cheek, you know what I'm saying? But if some dude walks up to you and purposely hits you with the Kakashi 1,000 Years of Death and just shoves his fucking fingers straight up your hole and it makes you feel it in your rectum so bad you can feel it in your brain sensors, then yeah, you're gonna have a problem with that, and you're gonna see that guy as a worse person. A guy that's accidentally doing something that had no intentions of doing that is not a bad person compared to someone that has a complete intention of doing that and completely wants to have a bad outcome after said results. You know what I'm saying? So that is a issue. That's what Rigby does. That just Rigby refuses to just let everybody chill. And there's one more moment. I'm going to pause one more time and I'm going to find the moment that I'm talking about because I want to make sure that I got the facts straight. And the last thing, so there was this episode where Rigby is just being a slop, right? And shout out to Alama Sama. He made a video about this like 2 years ago or some shit. And finding his video literally like 10 seconds ago just helped me remember this. Rigby had to just clean up his side of the room because Mordecai and Rigby, they share a room. Mordecai sleeps in the bed because he's tall like a regular human. And then Rigby sleeps in on a trampoline, but the trampoline to him is like a king size bed because of how small he is, right? Mordecai's side is always clean. Rigby's side is always dirty, and it got to the point to where it was affecting the entire room. So, of course, Mordecai, a nigga with the brain, is telling Rigby to like, hey, bro, can you clean this up? Please. He asks him at first, and then he tells him straight up, like, bro, clean this shit up. Rigby, he tries to clean it up by stuffing everything underneath the bed. He puts stuff in, what the hell does he do? He puts stuff like in the closet. He cleans like a damn 7-year-old. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I'm not going to actually organize shit. I'm just going to stuff it somewhere and hope to God it works. Right? So Mordecai saw that and was like, dude, no, put your shit up and make it neat. Come on. I'm not about to live with a slob, right? That's going to cause bugs here, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Do we look like we're in the ghetto? You bitch, nigga. Matter of fact, you are a coon. You might as well go back to the ghetto. You small, black, brown fuck. Shout out to my black people. Rigby is not one of them. He just, you know what I'm saying? He's dyed black. He has brown fur, but he is not black. So Rigby gets tired of Mordecai telling him that he needs to clean. This nigga gets a evil machine. He orders this evil machine for like, I don't know, maybe $30 or something. And he gets the machine, and what the machine does, it's like a separator. It's like an AI separation system, meaning that the system has a brain of its own. But if you tell it like, hey, go ahead and separate something, like, hey, matter of fact, we'll use the room behind me. Ignore the bed. I didn't make it up yet. So if I wanted to split this room, right, from the Super Saiyan 4 Goku poster to the Jotaro poster, the system would go, horizontally, and then split this bitch in half like that. So that's what Rigby does, and he splits the whole room. And then when he splits the whole room, he moves all the trash to Mordecai's side. So then him and Mordecai are like trying to order this thing like around. Rigby's like, hey, we're gonna call it Cardo. Hey, Cardo, move Mordecai's trash into his bed and then wrap himself in a fucking, I don't know, a womb or something. And then Mordecai would be like, hey, Cardo, move his fucking trash back to Rigby's side. And then they gave it so much orders to where the AI literally like had a brain aneurysm and shut down and started separating everything in the park. So then Mordecai and Rigby had to work together to shut down this whole thing before it destroyed the park. And this whole shit could have been prevented if Rigby just cleaned up. It is that simple. Nigga, throw away your trash. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I don't like living with the slop. Ironically, I say that because I have my bed is not made up. But I went to a college. I'm not gonna say what college I went to, but there was this dude I met, and he was genuinely cool. But he invited me over to his dorm to play Dragon Ball FighterZ like 3 times. Son, every single time I went over there, it was nothing but trash. It was full trash bags on the floor to the point to where I was literally having to step over it. One of the times I got so frustrated, I was like, dude, we're going to go down to the fucking dorm lobby because they had a TV in the lobby and nobody was ever using it. I'm like, we're going to go down there and we're going to hook up the system and play it in there until you clean up this room. And he never cleaned up the room, and I haven't hit up dude since. So, yeah, bro, living with a slop is horrible. Trust me. Please clean up after yourselves, especially if you have someone else like living with you. But I really wanted to get into this video, man. Again, I apologize for like inconsistencies. I know it's been like 5 days since I last posted. Again, your boy's doing 3 jobs. So like I can barely do a lot of shit, and I really do want to have a successful future. Like I'm getting real for a second. I want to have a successful future. This is why I'm working my ass off right now, especially because like I know a lot of other commentary YouTubers, specifically ones that do shit like my main page, like Zephyr, Cool Uno, Sinchi, Noah, like all these dudes probably have their jobs like full time as far as editing, and their YouTube is their full-time job. And I want to get to that point. And I want to be successful before the age of 25. And I'm about to turn 23 in like another month. So I'm getting a little scared, but I'm getting stressed out. But yeah, I had to get real for a second. Anyways, I'm about to wrap up this video. I just want to say Rigby is a worse friend. If you think Mordecai is worse than him, please let me know in the comments. I'll be happy to debate you. Yeah, I will actually try my best to respond to comments on this video. But dude, I'm sorry. Rigby is one of like top 5 worst friends ever, and I'm not hearing anything else. This nigga is a bitch.